Russia's bigger, they have more soldiers to lose. But that's no way to run a country.
On January 20th, Donald Trump, fulfilling his pledge to address the Russia-Ukraine war on his first day back in office, urged Russian President Vladimir Putin to negotiate an end to the conflict immediately after assuming the White House for a second term. Positioning himself as a peace negotiator, Trump stressed that the ongoing war had tarnished Putin's reputation and placed him in a precarious position. He pointed out that Russia was suffering severe economic and political consequences due to the prolonged conflict. Speaking to reporters in the Oval Office shortly after his inauguration, Trump's remarks came amid growing global alarm over escalating tensions and the devastating humanitarian toll of the war.
What about President Zelensky, and what's your message?
Yeah, I would, but he's told me he wants to make a deal. I mean, Zelensky wants to make a deal. I don't know if Putin does, he might not, I don't know. He should make a deal. I think he's destroying Russia by not making a deal. I think Russia's gonna be in big trouble. You take a look at their economy, you take a look at the inflation in Russia. So I would hope, I got along with him great, and you know, I would hope he wants to make a deal.
Mr. President, are you keeping U.S. sanctions on Russia until he makes a deal?
Well, sanctions or tariffs.
In his first direct appeal to both Kyiv and Moscow, Trump emphasized that Putin could not be satisfied with the war's sluggish progress. He noted that what many had expected to be a swift victory had now dragged on for nearly 3 years.
And he's grinding it out, but most people thought that war would have been over in about 1 week. And now you're into 3 years, right? So he can't be thrilled. It's not making him look very good. Now eventually, you know, I mean, it's a big machine, so things will happen, but I think he'd be very well off to end that war. We have numbers that almost 1 million Russian soldiers have been killed. About 700,000 Ukrainian soldiers are killed. Russia's bigger, they have more soldiers to lose. But that's no way to run a country.
Before Trump's inauguration, Russian President Putin extended his congratulations and expressed a willingness to engage in dialogue with the new U.S. administration on resolving the Ukraine conflict.
We see the statements of the newly elected U.S. president and the members of his team about their desire to restore direct contacts with Russia, which were halted through no fault of ours by the outgoing administration. We also hear his statements about the need to do everything to prevent World War III. We certainly welcome such an approach and congratulate the U.S. president-elect on taking office. We proceed from the fact that a dialogue will be built on equal basis and mutual respect, taking into account the important role our countries play on some key issues on the global agenda, including the strengthening of global stability and security. We are also open to dialogue with the new U.S. administration on the Ukrainian conflict.
However, this congratulatory message from Kremlin was with a strict reminder of what Russia expects from Trump's solution.
As for the settlement of the situation, I would like to underline that its goal should not be a short truce, not some kind of respite for regrouping forces and rearmament with the aim of subsequently continuing the conflict, but a long-term peace based on respect for the legitimate interests of all people, all nations living in this region.
Ukrainian President Zelensky also congratulated Trump prior to his formal inauguration and expressed readiness to work with the new administration to end the war. Zelensky praised Trump's assertive approach to peace.
I wish the success of President Trump to all Americans. Ukrainians are ready to work with Americans to achieve peace, real peace. This is a chance that needs to be used.
Notably, in the weeks leading up to his inauguration, Trump disclosed that his team was already working to arrange a meeting with Putin. His promise to bring Kyiv and Moscow to the negotiating table underscores his commitment to ending a war that has now entered its 4th year.